So instead of talking about this new bill, I would talk about how can we help corporates or government or people in general to think much beyond CSR. And there are many examples in India and across the world where people are thinking much beyond CSR. I hope you know about Ajim Premji Foundation. So it's not just CSR money. They have decided to invest in one key area, which is education, and within education, leadership. So now, if they know what they want to do, they are not thinking project-wise, which is 1 year, 2 year, which is not around his business, core business. So until and unless we have the process of finding right problem or right issue, it is difficult to actually cause impact. So point number one is that. There are many examples. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundations focusing on that and investing a lot of their income in social development is another example. We in Piramal Foundation, CSR bill has come recently. But what we are doing is that we found one key area in education, that why we are able to not provide quality education in government school in India, where more than 70% children are going. And if we think about new India, if we do not focus on the 70%, it is difficult to envision that what kind of society we'll have. So we found that the biggest gap in government education system is the gap of leadership. We do not have good leaders to run education system. Just to give you one example, that today a senior secondary school principal in government schools who has 10 to 12 teachers, 200 children, and maybe budget of 10 to 12 lakh rupees. Tomorrow morning, this person becomes district education officer, which means on an average, one district in India has 2,000 schools, 15 to 20,000 teachers. You have at least 20 crores of budget and hundreds of schemes. How do you imagine this person is going to lead that unit? And that's not just true at the district level, it's true at the block level, at the school level as well. So we identify this problem and focusing just on this. So as we have IITs of education in India, and that's why we have a lot of good development in engineering, we have IIMs in India for management, we do not have anything in the country to produce good quality leaders in education. So we are aiming to set up that sort of institution in India. We are partnering with various universities in India, outside India. Now we have become South Asia hub for doing research on what kind of skill children will require in 21st century. So in CSR, we are not just thinking on today, we have vision of 10 years. And then we are constantly...
Can we know, sorry to interrupt, can we know what numbers you are planning, say, in the next 5 years? Because this is an excellent initiative which you have taken.
Right. So our focus is government school. And there are 1.5 million primary and upper primary schools in India. So our aim is to help reach that number. But are we going to do ourselves? No. So someone talked about social innovation. I think in corporate or CSR, if they decide to invest in innovation instead of doing replication, which government is very difficult, it's very difficult to persuade government to put money for innovation. So we are first of all trying to demonstrate that change is possible. We are working in Rajasthan, and it is surprising result that our impact assessment is conducted by a company called Education Initiative based in Ahmedabad. And 25% of improvement in student learning outcome happened in government schools. If you know, they also have something called ASSET, which is a sort of benchmark for conducting assessment across the country. Now these children are closer to that. So our number is ultimately that. We are working directly with 1,200 government schools today. We are helping central government to set up, now MHRD has set up National Center for Education Leadership. If you look at the 12th fifth year plan,
Mr. Singh, I think that's a very excellent, and I must congratulate you, excellent initiative.